As we've been talking about supporting the reproductive system, there are going to be some products, accessory products. I just, didn't include everything in the program, and Young Living has some amazing accessory products. One of these that I'm going to talk about today is Femigen, and this is for cycling women. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness, and cycling women have particular needs to support the entire cycle. If you read the label on this product, it actually describes it for somewhere on here. It says for menopause or whatever it says. It says, let's see, supports the female reproductive system, helps maintain balance during menopause. I would say this helps maintain balance all the time. Okay, so this is a product that we actually recommend even for girls who are just starting. Okay, at Menarch, with just starting your cycle, and maybe it's a little bit rocky, maybe it's not really getting going right. This is a fabulous product to include in there. When I first started out into my foyer into natural medicine, the first thing I did was clean up my diet, stop poisoning myself. The second thing was to study herbs and to really read everything I could find about herbalism. And one of the things that I was very interested in was, for me, my nerves, because I had peripheral nerve damage from the chemotherapy. My wife, Amy, had a lot of cycle irregularities, and so we had a lot of different little things that we were interested in. And what I started studying was, the different herbs and how they work and what they supposedly are good for. One of the herbs that I found, came up a lot for regeneration if you're exhausted and an exhausted nervous system. If the nervous system is not, to get the nervous system boosted up, was a herb called Damiana, the number one on this list. Then there was a number of different herbs that are well documented both in the Chinese medicine and in North American Indian medicine for supporting the female system, the estrogenic part of it, and that would be the Dong Quai and the black cohosh. Then you've got American ginseng, which I'm not sure how that is quite different than the typical Korean ginseng or Chinese ginseng. There's a lot of ginsengs and Siberian ginseng. I think maybe some of them are even different plants, but the ginseng category generally is an energy support herb. And then you have wild yam, which is some of the raw material needed to build hormones. So it's a fabulous product. And then you've got licorice for the liver support. But one of the herbs that came up in the American Indian herbalism that I studied was an herb called squavine, and I could never find it. And when Young Living came out with Femigen, and I was like, oh my gosh, they've got squavine in here, which was just a fabulous. I would have just picked that herb. You could just take squavine and get some benefit to balancing the female cycle. And this one has squavine in it, which I was so excited about that. And then cramp bark, and cramp bark really does work. And you can even just take that alone as a tincture during times when if the menstrual system, the menstrual time is particularly rough, and you feel a lot of the uterine cramping and things like that. The cramp bark, take just as a tincture. You can get the tincture in a health food store. It's a brown, inky brown tincture, and take those during times of cramping. It really does work. So, but here we've got the not the tincture version, but obviously it's in a capsule. And then we've got the oils: fennel, clary sage, and ylang-ylang. This is a home run. I mean, this is a powerhouse, broad spectrum support for the cycle, the female cycle, and not that it would be bad or I mean, it just not that again, the herbs are not male or female. Like I think a guy could take this without any worries. I just never have. But this is in our teen pack for girls. When girls are just getting started and it's a rough go, and rather than use medications and things like that for a young body that hasn't even started figuring out how to get things balanced, we can try something like Femigen, but we also include Super C and Sulfurzyme and JuvaTone. So maybe I'll make a little mention of this in the notes for the teen pack, what we call the teen pack for girls. The guys' teen pack is pretty much the same, just we drop out the Femigen. But it's JuvaTone for supporting the liver, Sulfurzyme for detoxing, vitamin C for the immune system. All of those are critical during those moody transition times for teenagers. That's why we call it the teen pack. And for girls, we would add the Femigen. And so the Femigen is something, again, you can use this throughout the cycle. You don't have to regulate, like before cycle, during ovulation, after ovulation. It's not biased toward the estrogen phase or the progesterone phase. It doesn't work for everyone to solve all the problems. Don't look for any one magic pill. You still have to look at it as a holistic approach, and that's why we call the teen pack. Most of the time, the liver is responsible for managing hormones, clearing hormones out of the bloodstream, and stress. You know how the teens are just under so much stress. And it doesn't seem like they are, because you look at this lazy teen that's not doing anything, and you try to put more stress on them to get up and go in the morning. But the stress I'm talking about for them is their bodies are changing constantly, and so we'll do a whole video on teen stuff, because it's that important, and it's been that effective for us in our household. If you are having a miserable time with your family because of one teen, either male or female, I've got a video for you, and just the real quick answer to that is this teen pack. Look below for the notes on that one, but it's Sulfurzyme, JuvaTone, Super C, that's the guy's one, and then add Femigen on top of that for the girls. Okay, so again, this is it says in here for for menopause and that kind of thing. So a lot of women have shied away from this product because of that particular mention, and say, oh, I'm not in menopause, I don't need that. No. This is fabulous anytime. And it's a great support. You might have to use it aggressively if to see how it balances through your cycle, and then you kind of pay attention to how your body's doing. But basically, Amy uses this as needed at this point. I don't think she takes it all the time throughout the cycle, but if she feels a little bit off, where things are just a little bit rocky, she needs to smooth out some of those edges on the cycle. Sometimes I will remind her that she has Femigen. It is so important that we actually have an extra bottle of Femigen all the time. So when she opens that second bottle, we are definitely ordering another one. Actually, I like to have the other one already there. So it's that useful in our house. Okay, so that's the Femigen product. Great accessory product. Don't overlook that one as a possible extra support. Like I said, it's not going to solve all your problems and all the rest of this stuff. But as part of a package, I think you could look to adding that very simply, and I think it would be a great addition to what the program we've already got going for the reproductive support. So, okay, happy wellness. We'll see you tomorrow.